Once upon a time, there was a young boy named Ryan who lived with his parents in a small village. Ryan had a passion for music and would often spend hours playing his guitar and singing songs. Despite his talent, his parents didn't approve of his passion and always discouraged him from pursuing music as a career. One day, Ryan came across a music competition being held in a nearby town. He was eager to participate and prove his talent to the world. However, he knew his parents would never allow him to go. Determined to follow his dreams, Ryan packed his bags and left his house early in the morning without telling anyone. He traveled to the town where the competition was being held and managed to sneak in as a contestant. Ryan's performance was outstanding, and the judges were blown away by his talent. He won the competition and was offered a recording contract with a leading music company. Filled with excitement, Ryan returned to his village to share the news with his parents. However, his parents were not happy about his decision to pursue music as a career. They believed that music was a hobby and not a sustainable career option. Ryan was heartbroken, and he felt like he had let his parents down. He didn't want to disappoint them, but he also couldn't give up his passion for music. One day, as Ryan was walking by a park, he saw an old man playing the violin. The man was blind, and his playing was full of emotions. Ryan sat down and listened to him play, and tears filled his eyes. After the man finished playing, Ryan approached him and thanked him for the beautiful performance. The old man smiled and said, "Son, music is not just a hobby, it's a way of life. It's what keeps us going, even when everything else fails. Never give up on your dreams, no matter what anyone else says." Ryan realized that the old man was right. Music was his passion, and he couldn't give up on it. He went back home and spoke to his parents again, explaining how much music meant to him and how it was not just a hobby but a way of life. After much convincing, Ryan's parents finally agreed to support him, and he went on to become a successful musician. He never forgot the old man's words and made sure to always play his music with passion and emotion, just like the old man had shown him. Years later, Ryan became famous and went back to the park where he had met the old man. He found an empty bench and sat down to play his guitar. As he played, he felt the old man's presence and knew that he was watching him from above. Ryan played with all his heart, dedicating his performance to the man who had changed his life forever. As Ryan finished his song, he looked up and saw a young boy sitting on the grass, watching him play. The boy had tears in his eyes, and Ryan could sense that he had touched his heart with his music. Ryan approached the boy and asked him what was wrong. The boy told him that his father had just passed away, and he was feeling lost and alone. Ryan sat down next to the boy and started playing his guitar again, this time singing a song that he had written about loss and hope. As Ryan played, the boy's tears started to dry up, and he smiled for the first time in days. Ryan knew that he had found his purpose in life. He wasn't just a musician, he was a healer who could touch people's hearts with his music. From that day on, Ryan started playing in hospitals, nursing homes, and orphanages, bringing joy and hope to those who needed it the most. He also started a music school for underprivileged children, where he taught them to play and sing, just like the old man had taught him. Years went by, and Ryan became an old man himself. He had lived a full life, filled with music and love. As he lay on his deathbed, surrounded by his family and friends, he knew that his legacy would live on through his music and the people he had touched. As Ryan took his last breath, he heard the sound of a guitar playing in the distance. It was a young boy, playing one of his songs, with the same passion and emotion that he had played with all those years ago. Ryan smiled, knowing that his journey was complete, and his legacy would live on through the music he had created and the lives he had touched. Ryan's funeral was held a few days later, and it was attended by hundreds of people from all walks of life. They all came to pay their respects to the man who had touched their hearts with his music and his kindness. As they lowered Ryan's casket into the ground, a group of children from his music school stepped forward, each holding a guitar. They started playing one of Ryan's favorite songs, and soon, the entire crowd joined in, singing along with them. The song echoed through the trees, and Ryan's spirit soared above, watching as his legacy was carried forward by the children he had taught and the people he had inspired. As the song ended, the children put down their guitars and walked away, leaving behind a single rose on Ryan's grave. It was a symbol of the love and gratitude that they felt towards him, and a reminder that his music would continue to touch people's hearts for generations to come. And so, the story of Ryan came to an end, but his legacy lived on, inspiring others to follow their dreams and touch people's lives with their music, just like he had done.